Hey everybody, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. It is December 22nd. You guys, it's almost Christmas. And I know for the majority of us, we are kind of looking to close out not only the month, but probably the year. And I know a lot of you are also working on your goals and you are maybe thinking of a word to kind of define your year. Miss Elisa, hello. And so I know that you've got all of that going on. So I thought what I would share and talk about today is maybe a little piece of kind of bringing it back to the basics. So today I'm going to cover the top five things that you need to do in your business, whether you are just starting, whether you've been a consultant for a minute, or maybe you're thinking of doing a personal relaunch of your business. So top five things. Now, let me explain really quickly about a relaunch of your business. I don't even know if I can count how many times I've relaunched my business. There is no limit. There is no rule. There is no anything, right? This is what I mean by relaunching your business. So one of the first times that I relaunched my business was when I had that mindset shift of saying, okay, I'm not doing this as a hobby anymore. It's now a business. And so when I did that, I kind of relaunched myself into the world of Scentsy. Since then, as I've kind of grown as a consultant, as I've learned more, as I've kind of poured more into myself, I've done it time and time again, where I've just kind of said, okay, I'm gonna kind of back up. Let me erase the things that aren't working. Let me go ahead and start again. And maybe it was in the form of branding, right? Maybe a new logo, maybe using certain colors. For me personally, a few times that I've done a relaunch has kind of been very refreshing to me, because one of the things that I like to do is, you guys know by now, Instagram is my jam. That's where I live. And so kind of working with my brand and working with my style of what I want things to look like, right? So coming up with new colors or different ways to kind of work my social media, so to speak. Brittany, hello, Miss Brittany. And so those are just some ways, right? And some examples of how I personally have relaunched my business. So I don't care how long you've been a consultant. I don't care how many times you've jump started yourself, right? But consider it that, like a jump start. You can do this at any time, right? So maybe you're just deciding you want to bring it in 2021. Maybe you're like, I'm putting my foot on the gas pedal and I'm going forward. I'm just going to see where this takes me, right? That's kind of like a big relaunch. So these are the top five things that I think that you should be doing when you are looking to kickstart your business into high gear. So number one, I'm going to say this, and that is to invest in your business. The first thing, and for newer consultants, this is a lot easier, but for consultants who've been consultants for a while, make sure your website is active, your PWS. So when you first join Scentsy for the first 90 days, you do get your website completely free, right? Scentsy takes care of that. After that, it's a $10 fee. I see a lot of consultants who don't continue it, and here's why I think that that's a fail when it comes to really working this as a business. If this is a hobby, that's fine. You don't need necessarily a website, right? You could take orders from friends, you could text people, email people, however you want to do it, input their orders through your workstation, no big deal. But if you're working this as a business, that $10 that goes into your PWS subscription, right? It keeps your website active. Now, from somebody who has created websites in the past and has even, you know, I have my own domain and things like that, right? I will tell you, a lot of work goes into creating a website, a lot of work. And yes, there's apps and there's programs out there that make it really easy where you can kind of plug and play. But let me tell you this, being able to make sure that all your links are updated all the time, that's a big deal, right? So Scentsy takes care of that for us, right, with our PWS. Another thing with our PWS is that is the only way that someone can join your team. Did you know that? Unless they've previously been a consultant and want to rejoin under you, then they can self-reinstate on the Workstation Lite version. They can call Scentsy, they could email Scentsy, right? But for anybody who has never been a Scentsy consultant and wants to join your team, the only way they can do it is going to your website and clicking on Join My Team. That's how they join. That's it. That's it. Unless maybe you're using the host exclusive kit, which even then, what you're doing is you're putting them in as a host and it's going to generate an email to them and they're going to have to complete all of that, sign the Scentsy standards agreement, you know, the whole 9 yards, right? So they're still putting in action, but it's all kind of coming from your website. The other piece of that is that whenever Scentsy does a flash sale or some of our limited time offers or pre-sales, right? All of that is 9 times out of 10, they try and push it directly just to your website, not to your workstation. So there's benefits there as well. Another part of that PWS subscription is every single month, did you know this? Every single month, Scentsy sends out a newsletter to everyone who has signed up either on your website or through orders on your workstation that you've subscribed them to your newsletter, right? Scentsy automatically sends that newsletter for you every single month. That's part of the PWS package, so to speak, right? So all of that work is done for you for $10. Let me just say, it's the best $10 that I spend every single month because I, for one, could not keep up with everything happening on the website. I, for one, have a hard enough time making sure that I am getting my personal communications out timely, right? And I work my business full time. Don't think that I don't. I do. But, right, not all of us, there's no perfection in this, right? We're all going to make mistakes, but I know at least with my PWS, it's all taken care of. So that's the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about. The second thing I'm going to talk to you about investing in your business. Again, looking at this as a business, not a hobby. If you're a hobbyist, pay no attention, right? But investing in this as a business, one of those great ways is through either the scent or the warmer of the month. This is truly an exclusive perk as a consultant. Right? We don't get a set. I know there's other companies out there and other things that, you know, if you're a consultant, you automatically get a discount on everything that you purchase through your company or whatever it is that you sell. We don't do that with Scentsy. For one, because we are building our businesses, right? And we're not here just for a discount. We are here to actually make it a business. And to make that a business, we have to purchase the items. Right now, you can be your own host at any time and use the host rewards just like if you were a customer being a host. But as a consultant, one of the amazing perks is that scent and warmer of the month. Here's the thing. You have 3 choices every single month. You can opt out altogether and not get either one. You can opt into scent of the month kit, which is usually in the US $35 plus tax and shipping, or you can opt into the warmer of the month kit, and that sometimes will vary on the price simply because of it comes down to what is the price of the retail price of the warmer that's coming out. So the more expensive warmers, it's going to be a little bit more. The lesser expensive ones, it's going to be a little bit less. So that price kind of varies. And we do have some charts in the group page and on the Scented Bliss page that will help you kind of calculate that. But you can always ask us anytime you're curious. But here's why I think that those are important things. For one, it gives you PRV. PRV. Hello. So you're getting paid off of that, right? Because we get a commission off of our PRV, right? Right. So whether you're doing scent or warmer of the month, you're getting the PRV for both of those, or either one, right? You can only choose one or the other. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you. The second piece of that, not only are you earning PRV on that, so basically you're getting money back through purchasing that, it's also a write-off, again, if you do this as a business, right? As an independent 1099 person, right? That's what we are as Scentsy consultants. You can actually write off your business expenses at the end of the year if that's what you choose to do. Again, I'm not a tax professional. Please consult your tax professional, blah, 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 okay? But I'm just letting you know, you can do that, okay? Another piece of that pie is that the contents of the scent or the warmer of the month kits are actually amazing to have, because for one, you get to experience them and then you can share them with your customers, right? But the other piece of that is you now have marketing materials to work your business every single month. Scentsy's giving you a reason to say, hey, here, reach out to your customers. Let them know this is the special this month, because every single month that the warmer is the warmer of the month and the scent is the scent of the month, both of those are 10% off. So your customers are getting a deal by being able to purchase those during the month that they're featured. The other piece of that is, like I said, it's huge for marketing, right? You can make samples of that scent of the month. You get stickers, you get a tester, you get a room spray, you get bars, you get flyers. You can basically do all of your mail outs or handouts to your customers with just the stuff that comes in those kits. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. Yes, and Kyla uses it for her monthly happy mail. Yes, me too, right? Me too. It's great, okay? So you've got all of those things floating into that scent and warmer of the month. Like I said, you can opt out at any time. So just because maybe one month you opted in for the warmer of the month, but next month maybe your budget just is not there, that's okay. Either drop down to scent of the month or drop down to neither one. Now, I will suggest that once the warmer and scent come available during that month, go ahead and at least purchase a bar, just so you, again, can have it, so you can talk to your customers about it. But that's just a different way to do it if you so choose. And yes, Lisa, yes. So doing a live unboxing is amazing. Yes, using the stickers for everything. Kylie started a YouTube channel for monthly unboxing. Yes, you know I love that. And those are, I know that I've told you guys this, but I'll tell you again if you're new here. Here's the thing. My videos on YouTube, when I do an unboxing video, those are the ones that get the highest engagement, right? And so those are the ones that put more eyeballs on my business. And what happens when you have more eyeballs on your business, right? You're starting to build a wider customer base. You're starting to get new people that may message you, may comment, may send you an email. Maybe they see your website in your video or in the comments or the description of your video, and they then reach out to you through your website. I have many who do that for me personally, because all of my videos that I do, not only do I make sure it's in the description of my video, but I will just put in a quick little graphic or text box with my actual website in it, just so it gives them a way to connect with me and comment or talk to me or build that relationship. So it is amazing. But live is great. Yes, Kimber's shouting for live. Yes, Kimber does great lives. And that's the thing, right? So people like to not only give their opinion on things, but they also like to see the excitement and the joy and maybe the passion, or sometimes, I mean, you be as real as you want to be. I will always tell you, numero uno, when it comes to doing this business, is you need to be authentic. And by all means, if you open and or do an unboxing and you just are not a fan of the scent, there's no shame in the game to be like, this one's not for me, but maybe it's for you, right? So all noses are different. I will tell you that through my years being with Scentsy, I have come across a handful of scents that I'm like, I will never warm that in my home, right? It's just a personal preference, but it doesn't mean that just because I don't like it, that there's not going to be customers who love it, because trust me, there are. And I can't even count how many times I've opened a scent of the month or my warmer of the month kit, whatever, and I've opened it and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way anybody's gonna like this. And lo and behold, it blows me out of the water because everybody ends up wanting it. And I'm like, oh, thank you, because I don't want it in my house, right? We've been there, we get that. So there's no shame in the game in sharing your authentic appeal to, or not appeal, less than, I don't know. But anyway, for the actual scented warmer of the month. So just being real with your customers, they're going to appreciate you for that. But at the same time, I'm not going to be the one to tell you, oh yeah, tell them it's awful, don't get it. But again, there's a scent for every nose. So just because it's not for you, it's okay. Share that, that's okay. And let them know that it very well might be for them. Maybe it's really cinnamony. I know for me personally, those ones that are really strong with the cinnamon or the spice will give me like a headache or a migraine. And so for that reason, I kind of stay away from warming those in my home. But again, for other people, like my mom is one that she wants like the pure cinnamon clove, like she would be perfectly happy, and she loves the scent clove and cinnamon. She loves it. She just loves it. And for me, I'm like, no. So I take mine when I get them and I'm like, here, Mom, you can have these bars. Look what I got for you. And she's so excited, right? So there's ones that we're going to like and not like, and that's okay. Lacey, amazing point right there. She's already sold her January warmer. Boom, boom. See, that's the other thing with the scent or warmer of the month kit, right? When you get that, right, you've already earned PRV, and that PRV is going to pay you back, right? Because you're earning commission on all the PRV that you earn every single month, right? So you've got PRV, you're earning that money back in commission. But if you also turn around and you sell either the warmer and or the bars or the brick, right now currently we're getting a brick with our bars. If you were to actually just sell those at retail price, not only are you making a sale, right? So that's kind of getting your money back again. Boom, right? Double cash back. Is that how that works? I don't know. But however you want to look at that, it's a really great thing. And I know that there's been some that even myself, like, I'm like, oh, I love this warmer. And I'm like, oh, I need this warmer. I'm going to use this. I love it. It's perfect for my decor. I like it for the holidays, whatever. And lo and behold, it becomes very scarce, or I have somebody really wanting one and I end up selling mine. So, that will happen too, but I like being able to have that as an option to say, hey, I do have one on hand, because I'll be the first to let my customers know. I'd much rather have you have it, and if I need to order it and it's on back order or whatever, I'll do that for me. I want my customers to be happy. So if that gives me the opportunity to do that, that's a win. All right, so that's number 2, is warmer or scent of the month. Number 3 is going to be follow-up. I almost put follow-up as number 1, but follow-up is going to be number 3 today. Here's the reason why, okay? We are really, really good. And when I say we, I'm like encompassing the world of Scentsy in this, okay? Scentsy consultants as a whole, we're kind of known for our happy mail. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we kind of are, right? Like, nobody really talks about it. Maybe they do. I don't think other people outside of Scentsy probably really do. But I will tell you, the people even within Scentsy, we're always looking for new ideas, right? For that happy mail. How can we make it cooler? What can we use next month? Oh, what a great idea she had. Oh my gosh, did you see what he did with his scent of the month molds? Oh my goodness, I gotta try that, right? We are all about upping our own personal game when it comes to happy mail, and that's super cool. Exactly, with the December warmer. Yes, I know. I know. The struggle is real, Lacey. And that's the thing. Yes, your friends love the happy mail and your customers love it. That's why, because I purchase a lot of a lot of things from small. I try and shop small, right? A lot of my shirts I love. You guys, I love my graphic tees. Okay, I'm all about a graphic tee. But I buy those from a handful of different vendors off of Etsy, and I will tell you, some of them package them very cute and very nice. And some of them will even give me like a little coupon code for the next time that I order. Yay, thank you so much, right? But I will tell you that there's other ones that I get, and it's literally a t-shirt in a bag. Like, it's folded, but it's just in a bag, the t-shirt, and that's how I get it. And I never get an email saying thank you. I mean, I'm excited because it's like, oh, I got my t-shirt, right? But wouldn't I be more excited if I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how they packaged it and this thank you. Oh, look, and they gave me a coupon for the next time I order. How nice was that? Right? You see what I mean, right? What I'm getting at. So, I'm a sucker for the graphic t-shirts. It's a bad habit, but I like it because I enjoy it. For one, I work from home, right? So what other thing am I gonna wear, right? It's either this or pajamas. So I like these. And yes, so doing those thank yous, that is part of the follow-up. And here's the thing when it comes to follow-up is it doesn't have to be this over-the-top thing. It's it can be as simple as calling, texting, sending a handwritten note. If you're delivering your order or you get the order and you drop it off or whatever it is, right? If you're in person, put in a personal thank you. Take 2 seconds and write it on a Post-it note. Have a blank card. I don't care how it is that you get that message across, but trust me, taking the time to say thank you, not trying to resell them. Let's take all the confetti and all the fun, right? Like out of that. If you just sent their order and then sent a handwritten note saying, thank you so much. This means a lot to me. I work this business for my family. I appreciate you, buying from me this season, right? That speaks volumes to our customers because they're probably just like us, right? They don't get a whole lot of that. At least I don't. And I purchase a lot. Oh, gift cards. Yes, we still do have gift certificates. They can be purchased through the workstation. They are no longer on our websites. I honestly can't remember why they took them off the websites. I apologize. But they are in your workstation. If you go to your workstation, you can type in gift certificate, like in the search bar. It should pull it up for you. Or if you're in the order screen, you start typing, right? You can just start typing gift cert, maybe CERT, and it should pull it up. And what it will do is it actually will give you a code that they redeem. So some people will how I do mine, right? Like I make up different things for like my Scentsy club and, join my team, right? You could do a little thing like this that maybe looks like a gift certificate printed out at home, and then you could just write in or type it in, however you're doing it, right? Put that code in, and that's how they redeem it. And when they redeem it is when you actually earn the PRV. So if you sell a $25 gift certificate today, you're not going to have $25 in PRV today unless they turn right around and give it, and that person instantly logs on and goes to your website and orders through you, and they put in that gift certificate number in the payment field. Okay, so that's how you actually earn the PRV off of those. So one of my biggest reminders when it comes to gift certificates is just make sure that when you're giving it, put your info all over whatever it is that you're giving, even if it's in an email. Type it all over, before and after, and then at the bottom again, whatever. Make sure that they come to your website to actually redeem that gift certificate, because that's when you're going to get the PRV for that. Great question, especially this time of year. Kimber says when somebody buys a new home, has a baby, has a birthday, or even a death, which is heartbreaking. Okay, there I am. I'm back. Okay, so follow-ups. Like I said, just reaching out, that initial follow-up should always just be a straight up thank you. Straight up. Unless they're asking you. and you're like, thank you so much for your order. And they're like, oh my gosh, no problem. But oh, I forgot to order this. Can I go ahead and order this through you or something like that, right? And it turns into another order. I've had that happen before. That's okay. But honestly, I don't even want to talk about the sale other than thanking them for buying, right? It should just be a thank you. And then the next follow-up would be, hey, hopefully you've unboxed your warmer or tried the scents or you're using that counter clean. How are you liking it? Blah, 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 right? Then you can kind of go into how are you liking it? Let me know when you're ready to reorder. But follow-ups are so big in our business because, again, it's showing our customers that not only are we here to take care of them, but as an individual or a small business, right, we are truly the face of Scentsy to our customers, right? So we want them to feel as special about Scentsy that we do. And honestly, going live, it's priceless marketing. People feed on your passion and your excitement. So when you're excited and when you're following up and you're like, oh my gosh, hey, how are you liking Arctic Kiss? Wait till you smell the January warmer or January scent of the month. I'm making up samples this weekend, right? You're really getting them into realizing that every single month Scentsy gives us a new scent. Every single month Scentsy gives us a new warmer. That's just the warmer and scent of the month. That has nothing to do with any of the limited time offers that we get, right? With our Disney or Marvel or Star Wars stuff, right? Or just regular Scentsy stuff, which is just as amazing, if not more sometimes, right? So there's all kinds of different things that are happening within Scentsy every single month that give us as independent Scentsy consultants a reason to reach out to our customers. And that's why they do that. They are looking out for us in the fact of, hey, we want you to have another reason to reach out to your customers. We want to give you a reason to be able to do that. Not that we, again, need a reason to say thank you, but it's helping us learn those habits of going forward and building a strong business. So that's number 3 is follow up. Number 4 is going to be holding yourself accountable. That's right. Again, talking to my business people, hobbyists, you are doing great. You do you, boo. But for our business people, okay, we have got to be holding ourselves accountable. And I know for a good number of us here in the group, we're planners, right? Y'all know that I do the digital planning. I know some of you are doing digital planning as well. Some of you are doing the paper planning. However it is that you plan your stuff out. I currently, and I think I posted this a few days ago, talking about Trello. We'll be doing a walkthrough of Trello, but it's just a CRM. It's a program. It's a website that you can actually use as a planner. If that kind of makes sense, and it will as we look through it. But by all means, if you need to YouTube it or Google it first, do so, and you can get a good idea of it there. But we will be doing a walkthrough of that. But holding yourself accountable really looks like setting a goal. Now, again, right? We talked about this in the beginning. Usually at the beginning of a year, right? We're setting those big goals, those huge things that you want to accomplish in a year, right? But I really think that it's important that every single month you were kind of laying out your own expectations. And if you're able to lay out your own expectations every single month, you're really setting yourself up for success, because what you're doing, remember, your mind, our brains are stupid and they only listen to what we tell them and they believe what we tell them. So when that negative self-talk or that I feel less than, I'm not good enough, and that comparison thief comes in, right? That's what our brains begin to think. We have to rewire that thinking. We have to cut it off at the knee. We got to get rid of it and not allow it in. Or if we do accidentally allow it to get in, we got to push it right back out, because we are responsible for our own happiness. We are responsible for running our own business. You guys know I am your biggest cheerleader, right? I am the one clapping at the finish line, right? Like, I am down there waiting for you. I've got hands of confetti. I'm going to throw it all over you, right? I'm there, but I can't be there every single day when you get up or when you get off of your JOB and you're like, okay, it's time for me to sit down and do Scentsy. I can't necessarily always be right there to say, okay, now it's time for you to do XYZ, right? I can't do that. Nobody can do that for you but you. And so if we hold ourselves to a standard, or if we hold ourselves to a goal, like I said, maybe it's that monthly goal, right? Let's shout out Lisa Sanderson for just a quick second, because she is celebrating 9 months. 9 months, people. That's how long it takes to cook a baby in the belly, right? Okay. 9 months of having 2,000 PRV or more. Amazing. I've never done that in my Scentsy journey, right? That's fantastic. What an amazing goal, and what an amazing sense of accomplishment that would be, right? Now, is that going to say that you might fail along the way if you set that as your own goal? Yeah, you might. Failure is an option, right? But just because it might happen, or it does happen, doesn't mean that we live in the failure. We pick up our bags, we walk over it, and we get past it. And we go, okay, next month I'm going to try better. I'm going to really shoot for that 2,000 next month, right? Or whatever your goal is. Fill in the blank there. But you have to be able to hold yourself accountable in that respect. Because your sponsor can be amazing, your director can be amazing, your star director can be amazing, your superstar director can be amazing, right? But we can't work your businesses for you. And as much as we want to try and hold you accountable, we're not your accountability, right? We're not your conscience. And we're not here in the business to micromanage people, right? So as business owners, as independent consultants, we have to stand here and go, okay, this is what I want for my business. This is how much I want to earn this month, or this is where I want to be at the end of this month, whatever it looks like, right? So set yourself up, hold yourself accountable. Figure out how that looks for you. For some, I know a handful of consultant friends who I've networked with over the years who were not even part of like Scented Bliss or this group or anything like that, right? But I know a handful of them that literally every single month they write down, they have like these bigger, I don't know where they find these bigger Post-it notes. Maybe they're just paper, they tape them up. I don't know. But they actually will write down and even do like a drawing or print something out and tape it to it. And they will have it like taped up in their bathroom on the wall next to the mirror, sometimes on the mirror, right? Because they're like, every single day when I get out of bed, that's what I want to look at. That's how they're holding themselves accountable. And you guys, that's a strong thing. It's a really strong thing to be able to say, I'm working towards this every single day this month. It's powerful, so powerful. We have a very strong team here, Miss Amanda. Yes, we do. We are here. Yes, we are here. All right, number 5. Number 5 for what is important in your business. Ready? Sponsoring. I know, right? Okay, we've talked about sales so far. We've talked about following up. We've talked about holding ourselves accountable. We really have to work into that accountability, work into our goals, work into our mindset, work into all these things. The fact that we need to be focusing on building a wide front line. Tracy told me this from very early on, and it was something that it didn't quite really have an impact until I started growing my front line. And here's why it's so important, is because, yes, Kimber's right, consistency. One of these days I'm going to have it tattooed somewhere. I'm going to put it on me. But we have to be able to continue to grow our business. And the way that we're going to grow our business is, one, going to come in the form of sales, which is going to come from helping us with the marketing, with the warmer than scent of the month, and it's going to help us when we do our follow-ups, right? Those sales are going to come. We're going to be consistent on social media. We're going to do our thing, right? But we also have to be looking at the big picture, and this is what Tracy always said, right? Sales are for today. Building your team is for forever, and it's so incredibly true. What are the things that we look for to get paid at title or to promote? Okay, if you're lead or above, right, you have to have minimum of 500 PRV. You have to have, no matter what title you are, at least a minimum of 1 active frontline. And you have to have that group wholesale volume, right? That is you and your team working together. So I don't care what other people want to talk about, MLMs or network marketing or whatever. They call us cults or whatever they do, right? That's not what we focus on here, okay? We're not just a numbers game. What we really are is here to build leaders. Because I can't just sit here. Let's say I had $10,000 in the bank and I was like, I want to be a director. You know what? I got $10,000 in my bank account. I'm going to go ahead and just order like $10,000 worth of Scentsy. Look at that. That'll be amazing. I'm going to look so awesome because I'm going to have like the top PRV. Oh my gosh, I'm going to hit director. That's going to get me to director. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you have to have your team with you, and your team has to also be working their own businesses. So we aren't here just to have somebody join our team. We are here to have somebody join our team, be invested, hold themselves accountable, do the follow-up, right? Get the consistency in their sales and in their marketing and what have you, like all the aspects of the business, right? And then build their own teams, because that's what's going to move them forward. That's what's going to push the needle in your business. So having a wider front line is going to increase your chances of having those paid title months, of having those promotions happen, and also it's going to help you, especially those of us who are working towards annual mentor award every single year. Do you guys know what it takes to get the annual mentor? Oh, Lisa, I love that. See, she is already setting her new team. I'm just gonna say it. She's gonna be your new team member. She's already setting up her new team member for success, because she's helping her to see, right? And it's so true. And Lisa, don't forget, remember, this group page is not for me. It's for you guys. So by all means, you have the power, literally, right? I don't have restrictions on our group page, right? You have the power to invite someone to our group page. So if you want to go ahead and say, hey, you want to jump on our group page and see what we're all about, feel free. This is your guys' group, right? And the other piece of that, behind that, right, is the fact that we're not here to hide anything. We're not trying to scam people. We're not trying to do anything that we're not proud of, right? Because we're all here because we love a product. We're all here because we think that the product's really dang awesome. And we're all here because we are working to move ourselves and our businesses, for our families or for ourselves, forward. All of this, right? We're working towards a why. We're working towards that end goal. So Lisa, I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, Kylie, I see it too. And I see even on YouTube, there's people who dedicate their life. Okay, for one, I can't ride 2 horses, right? I can only ride the Scentsy horse. I know that there are some people who can have multiple direct sales businesses. I personally cannot. And I do this full time. Okay? I just can't. My brain doesn't work that way. And I'm like, no, I'm focused. Here's my goal. This is what I'm working on, right? So that's the horse that I ride. But I don't know too much about other companies and things like that, but the bottom line is we aren't here just because somebody got lucky and had 3 people join, and I got an incentive because I had 3 people join. It doesn't matter that they sold nothing, right? That's not how we're built. And we just are different that way. And I think that it's that difference that really sets us apart. It's also the difference because we do have a product that is consumable, right? I know that there's other direct sales, like some of the bigger ones that I personally, love their products, right? Like Pampered Chef. I know nothing about their business practices. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know. But I will say, right, like I love Pampered Chef stuff. It's super, I love cooking, right? So there's some gadgets that I like to have. But when you're working for a company like that, where yes, they're great products, but they're not really consumable, right? Once you buy the pots and the pans, do you need another set next month? Hopefully not. I mean, I've never bought the pots and pans from Pampered Chef, but I don't think that you should, right? We, with our business, we have a consumable product, and that is one of the things that gives us the opportunity, right? So like I said before, with the warmer and scent of the month, every single month we get a new scent. Every single month we get a new warmer, and that's just the beginning. We are here for so much more, and we want to build that wide front line, because that wide front line is going to be the foundation of our ultimate business, right? Now, we all dream of those $10,000 paychecks. We're all working to do that, right? Or to do whatever it is that we're doing this for, whether it's to make the car payment, pay off the debt, see the income disclosure in the description, right? Results not typical, but hey, here's the thing, neither are you. You are not typical. Now, you can be, but I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I'm going to sit here and say that all of you in this group are able to be superstar directors. You are all in this group able to have that $10,000, $20,000 paycheck a month, whatever it is that is on your dream board. You are all capable of it. That's really what we're aiming for, right? We're aiming to put ourselves or our families or taking care of our parents or retiring a spouse or, like I said, paying off the credit card debt, buying a home, taking care of the car, whatever. We are here doing the things because we have goals. We have a purpose for why we are investing in ourselves, why we're holding ourselves accountable, and why we work hard. I did a whole video on this business is hard, right? This business is hard. It's right. It's not going to happen if you just sit back and chill and Netflix and maybe send some samples out every other month. That's not going to get you to those $10,000, $20,000 or more paychecks a month. So if you want to stay in that lane and you want this as a hobby and you just want to order the Scentsy for your friends or yourself when you want to, cool. But over here in this lane, we are running towards a goal. And I guarantee you, if we keep running, if we keep going at the pace that we're going, if we keep holding ourselves accountable, if we keep cheering each other on every single month, we're all going to be there. And I cannot wait, because when that happens, we're actually going to get to actually hug each other. And I'm so excited. One day we're going to get back to that point, right? But the point is that everything that we do is to help us just be better. It's my youngest, Madison. It's her 11th birthday today. You know, one of the things that we tell her almost every single day, at the end of the day, right? One of the things that we always try and work in is, what was the best part of your day? What are you grateful for? And it also comes down to, you can be just a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, right? I'm probably the poster child for the person who has to work from bed because she's having a flare day or whatever, right? Like, I've been in those moments, right? So I can tell you, you're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. The whole fact is, you don't live in the bad days. You get through them. And let me just tell you another little secret here. Another little golden nugget is that you got a whole group of people here and in the Scented Bliss team. And if you're in any of the other Facebook groups with Scentsy consultants who are like-minded, okay, stay away from the negative groups. You all know what I'm talking about. But when you're in those groups, you are surrounded by people who will also be clapping and cheering for you. That's an amazing culture to be a part of. And I don't know many who have what we have. And I can tell you from corporate America world, I didn't have that. I didn't have that. I didn't even get a thank you at the end of the day, right? So we have an amazing culture that we are a part of. We have an amazing community of Scentsy consultants. And yeah, just like with anything, we're probably gonna have some bad apples here or there, but you know what? Push the bad apples out of the way and go to the room where the people who are thinking like you, who have the goals, who have the drive, who have the ambition are sitting, and go sit with them. And then you are going to really notice a change in your business. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna wake up every day and go, okay, this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna focus on this. And tomorrow we're gonna focus on booking next month's virtual Facebook parties. That's what we're gonna focus on tomorrow. And then the day after that, we're gonna focus on, I'm gonna have some conversations with some people who have thought about joining because I've got a party order going in, and I'm gonna unlock, right? Because when you get to that $200 party mark, right, you're gonna unlock that host exclusive join kit, and I'm gonna be able to reach out to some people and say, hey, I got a $59 kit over here with Scentsy. That's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do this. We got this. All right, you guys, that's what I got for you today. Just some taking you to church, little bit of motivation, inspiration. We're on to some big things, you guys. And I know I've said it, and I'll say it again. 2021 is going to be a great year. I am so ready, and I know that you guys are too. If I don't talk to you before, Merry Christmas. Hug your loved ones. COVID social distance if you have to, but you know what I mean, right? And know that I am so very thankful for every single one of you. Every single one of you. Because even if you don't think that you do, every single one of you, you each bring something to the table. And that's what's important. And that's what makes you special. So thank you for everything that you do. Love you. I'll talk to you guys later.